Hi everyone, I wanted to show you at the BassettFurniture.com how to do the floor plan. So you're going to go to BassettFurniture.com. You're going to click on the inspiration up at the top where it says room planner. You will click on that. If you don't have a login or an account, you're going to want to create one. Just hit cancel when that screen comes up. Once you have your account created, you can then save your floor plan designs. So that is why you want to create an account, and you also want to save as you go through the process. So what I am going to do is open up the floor plan so that I have the measurements, and I have several in here from different classes. So what I'm going to do is just use the hand tool, which is, it looks like a hand up at the top, and I'm just going to move myself over so that I can recreate this floor plan again. So what I want to do is I'm actually going to, so the hand tool will move things around. So I'm actually going to move this, sorry, I'm going to click the arrow and I'm going to grab this one and move it out of the way just so that I could create a new one here. And then I have my measurements up at the top that I'm going to follow along. Okay, so what I want to do right now is go to architectural and grab out a wall. I'm going to click on the information or the I, and I'm going to change that to 16 feet 5 inches because that is my wall length. You can do this one of two ways. You can either do 16 feet 5 inches, so single line for feet, double line or quotes for inches, say okay, and it'll draw you out your wall. You can also times 16 feet by 12 inches, add 5 inches, and then you'll get 187. So you can do it either way. You can put in the measurement in inches, or you can do it feet and inches. Say okay. We're just going to position that. The next thing that we're going to do is do the left wall. So we'll grab out another wall. I like to rotate it and have the measurements on the outside so that it's not in the way when we're putting furniture in. And then click on that information. This wall is going to be 13 feet 7 inches. So I'm going to type 13 feet 7 inches. It's red because I forgot my feet line. So now I get my wall. I'm just going to shift this over. And then I'm going to duplicate each one of these because we need to square off our room. So to do that, I click on this black and white square box tool. And then again, I want to rotate and rotate again. And then I need to do the same thing for this wall. So I'm going to duplicate it. And then I'm going to rotate it with the 90-degree rotate. And then I'm going to put it into position. So now I have my 4 walls, which you can see here. I'm then going to go and create this opening up on this top wall, which is 30 inches. So if I click on my spacer, pull that out, place it, I need to adjust the size to 30 inches. So I'll click on my eye, and it's right now 36 inches. So I want to change that to 30. Say okay. And then I need that to be 20 inches away from the corner. So if I click and drag 20 inches, I now have my wall. And then I can shift my opening over. It's shifted too much. So I'll just shift it back. And I'm just trying to line up the end of my arrow with the opening there. So here. So now this top wall is complete. Next, I'm going to do the opening along the left wall, which is 6 feet 3 inches. So I'll pull out another opening. I will click. I will change that to 6 feet. 3 inches. And if I'm going too fast, you can pause and replay any section. I'm going to just shift it down because I know that I need this to be 3 feet 7 inches. So I'm going to get my measure tool, which looks like the ruler. I'm going to again click, drag down to 3 feet 7 inches. If you let go too soon and have the wrong measurement, you can just click on the eye and change the measurement. Then I'm going to move my opening to be in the right position based off of where the end of my arrow is. And now I have my opening. Next, I'm going to do the windows along this bottom wall. So I will pull out a window. I know that my window has to be 3 feet or 36 inches. So I'm just going to check that. It's already 36 inches. If you needed to change it, you could just change that measurement. Say okay. I need that to be 24 inches away from the corner. So again, I'm going to go up to my ruler and then I'm going to click and I'm going to drag out 24 inches. I will let go. I will shift this over. Then I need a ruler measurement of 5 feet 6 inches. So I'll go back, get a ruler, click down, measure that out to 5 feet 6 inches. I will duplicate my window and then just place that down. Oops, I think I deleted it, so I'll just hit undo. Undo is right up here and redo is up here. Okay, so now I have 3 of the 4 walls done. I next need to add in my fireplace. So I'm going to drag out my fireplace. I'm going to rotate it. Click the information or I, change it to 48 inches. Say okay. Here it says 4 feet, so 48 inches. And I'm just going to shift that over. I know that I need it to be 5 feet away from the corner. So I'll get another ruler, click down, drag out to 5 feet. And then I will move that in position. And then I'll move my fireplace over. I then need a 15-inch mark so that I could create this opening here. Click the measure tool, mark over 15 inches, get a opening, place it down, click the eye. It needs to be 30 inches. Change that to 30 inches, say okay. And then that is just, it's actually in the right place. So I'll just show you how you would shift it. You can use your arrow keys to shift. And now I have my floor plan created. Next thing you want to do always is to save. So just do a save as, save it whatever your name is. You do want to do that at the beginning of your work, in the middle of the work, and then at the end of the work. I now want to group this floor plan so that it's all together. So I'm going to click, scroll over, hit the double open boxes here, and now it's grouped. So you can see I can move it around. Now, by grouping it, what I'm going to show you next is to create a floor plan, which I have an example here. What you would want to do is do not work on your original floor plan because you want to save this and just always have a blank one so that if you want to make changes or do different versions, you have a blank one to use. So you're going to click this floor plan. You're going to duplicate it by those black and white boxes. And then we'll just move it down in this particular case. And I'm just going to show you where to pull some of the tools from to create something similar to this. So if I go to my, instead of architectural, we're going to go to either, you can do this 2 ways. You can either pull out the rub or you can just go to your shapes and pull out a rectangular shape. And now you can see I have 2 different shapes here. What I want to show you is that you're just going to click on the eye and I can change this to an 8 foot by 11. Actually, I want it to be 11 feet at the top and 8 feet at the bottom, say okay, and my rug is now the correct size. So what I'm going to do to be different from this floor plan is show you how to create a sectional. So if I was to go in and get a 2-cushion sectional to start off. Now I'm going to do it, actually I'll start with the 3-cushion. So I would want, this is a left arm facing 3-cushion. So I'm going to grab that out. Now, if you see, it's behind the rug. So the way to fix that, I'll first just rotate my sectional so it's in the right way. You're going to just click on the rug, click the eye. It's on layer 8 right now. So just shift that down to layer 1 and your rug will be underneath your sofa. So then I'm going to move my sofa, and this is how you can tell the sofa's in the right direction is you want to be standing at the sofa. So if I rotate this around, I'll just show you how to create it. I need to then go and get a 2-cushion sofa sectional, and I just want to close this off here. So I'm just going to pull that out, rotate it. So now I've created this. If I'm standing looking at it, my sectional is sticking out at the right side. So this is a right facing sectional. So if I select this whole sectional and I group it, I can then rotate the whole thing around. Now, I want this to be actually longer on the side here because it's a little too short, you can see, because otherwise I'm going to be like all the way up here. So what I would do in that case is just ungroup it, and I just need to create this using a corner piece. So I'm actually going to go back, get the 3-cushion, but the 3-cushion one that I want is actually this one here. And then I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to go back. Now with the 3-cushion, I can pull out this 3-cushion where I have my corner on the left side, and I can rotate that around, and you're going to see the difference here. So now if I put this together, I now have a larger, longer sectional. So if I was to flip this around, if you were standing in the store and you were trying to figure out what side you want your sectional facing on, this would actually be called a right facing sectional because you want the sectional to stick out on the right side. So facing the sectional, whatever side is sticking out, that is what side you would say. So this would be a right facing sectional. So if I click this and then I flip this around, I would be now in a good position to create my floor plan. I want to make sure that I have 3 feet. So you could either count the boxes or you could just make a marker at 3 feet. And you could either move that out or you could just click the eye and change it to whatever, 36 inches. Say okay. So this is a good position. And then what I can do is go ahead and get a circle for my, or actually I'll put a rectangle coffee table. So I'll go in and click on tables, and I'll click on coffee tables, and I'll just pull this one out. This is a little bit short, so I'll just make it, let's see, 48 inches by 24. And then what you want to make sure is that you have 18 inches from your coffee table to your sofa for leg room. So you can see here, I've created the beginning of a floor plan. I'm keeping this area open because this would be my traffic area. And I can then add in, I'll just actually copy and paste from this floor plan just to show you. that I can now add in a side table over here. If I wanted to, I'll just copy and paste this drink table. I can copy and paste the drink table and put that either in front or on the side. And then what you would want to do is just group this once it's done. So once you have it complete, you just want to group it so that you can move things around or you can play with it. And that is how you would create a floor plan. So there's different examples here, and we'll get more into that. But for now, I just wanted to show you how to create the floor plan and then how to pull out to create a sectional. And then this is a sofa with chairs, which you would just get from the sofa section, which is under sofas. You can see that you can just pull out your sofas here. You can go to chairs. And where are my chairs? Jesus. Chairs, and then you want living room chairs, and then you can pull out a barrel chair. You can pull out a regular square chair and create a floor plan. And then these are ottomans. And that is it. So make sure you always save your work, group your work, and I hope this was helpful.